Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do another tutorial with the new Anastasia Fall Romance palette, because I mentioned in my last video the review on the palette that I wanted to obviously try out some more of the shades in the palette and of course film like a little tutorial, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm very excited about it because there's some really beautiful colours in the palette. So before I get started with the tutorial, if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell next to that so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, and if you like and enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, so like I said, this is a palette here that I'm going to be using today. Absolutely love this palette. It's so beautiful. The packaging for it's stunning as well. It's kind of like this velvety suede type of material, and then this is the shades inside. So there's a lot of really nice kind of rich fall shades in here that's so beautiful. My last tutorial that I did using this palette, if you haven't seen it already, I will link it in the eye, but I used more of the kind of purple and plummy shades in the palette here, but today I want to kind of like focus more on the kind of richer brownie shades in the palette. I'm really excited about that because my first look I done with the palette I absolutely loved. I loved the pigmentation, I loved the formula and how the eyeshadows looked and that entire look on my eyes as well. So I hope today's look is going to be just as amazing as that look. I'm going to try and do a halo eye today with the shadows. The first look I done, I used obviously the purple, burgundy, plummy shades in the palette, and I focused more on like an elongated kind of winged out eye look. But today I want to try a little bit of a halo eye with the kind of more browny shades in the palette. I'm going to get started. I've only got concealer on my eyelids right now and I'm hoping that'll be enough. I really don't want to use primer because I want to see how it goes obviously without it. My last look I used primer, but anyway, today we're not going to do that. So the shades I'm going to focus more on is this one here, which is Ember, Mulberry, a little bit of Leather, and either Smoke here or Fireside. Let me just give that an extra swatch. Yeah, so that's the shades that I mostly want to if you can see that there, these are the shades that I mostly kind of want to use on my eyes today. I've used a little bit of Leather and Smoke and Fireside before, but of course with using some of the other kind of shades in the palette it's going to look a little bit different, I think. I hope it does anyway. I've got you zoomed in a little bit and I'm going to take the shade Ember, which is this shade right here. It has like some gold pigments through it, little sparkly bits through it. So I am going to apply this to the outer and inner corner of my eye, like the outer portion just right here. Now even though it's got those little gold pigments in it, you don't really see it much on the eye. It is more of a kind of matte shade on the eye, so that's why I want to kind of like use this for the outer and the inner portion of my eye. And I'm using a Morphe R39 brush. Now that I've got my placement, I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and just start blending that out right at the edge, right here, and of course in the inner part as well. Just taking more of that shade and just stamping it around on the outer and inner part of my eye, or of the lid should I say, and then taking that cleaner blending brush again, just making sure it's nice and blended at the edge. I'm now going to use the shade Leather. I'm not sure if this is going to be too cool tone, too ashy to use in my crease. I'm going to try it a little bit to see, and if so I'll go over it again with another shade, but I feel like it might be a bit too ashy for my crease right now. But let's just go ahead and we'll see. This is a Sigma E25 blending brush and I'm just going to take this shade through my crease here. Okay, I think that's working. Yeah, it's adding a little bit more coolness to the look, but it just kind of like blends everything together, which is nice. So just going to use this to kind of connect the outer and inner shade there together. So just right here in the crease, just rocking that back and forth in there, just with a little bit more ember, just tapping that on the inner and outer portion of the eye, just to kind of like reinforce that shade. Just make sure it's still a little bit kind of warm and rich, not too cool tone. Now I'm kind of undecided in whether I want to use Smoke or Fireside. Smoke is a little bit more kind of like steel-like, a little bit more taupey, and it'll make the eye look a little bit cooler, whereas if I use Fireside it will look a little bit warmer because it's like this kind of bronzy peachy metallic. So what I'm thinking I might do is use both of them, because I don't think Crown will go really well with the look. Well, I don't want to go for this kind of greeny look. See, this one's kind of like a duochrome shade, so I don't really want to go for that shade on my eyes today. I think I'm going to just take a little bit of Smoke and Fireside together on my lid. So first of all, I'll take Smoke and I'm just going to apply this right here in the center where I've left that little space there. I'm going to take my little flat brush here, the Morphe GH41, and I'm just going to take this a little bit higher into my crease here, just to make it extra halo-ish. I can't really use my finger much to take it quite high because my nail's too long, so just using, wow, it's getting so bright in here, what's happening? Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit of Fireside, and like I said, Fireside is a little bit, sorry about the lighting here, Fireside is a little bit warmer, so I'm just going to tap this just right into the centre, just to add a little bit of warmth, a little bit of bronziness to the look, because obviously, yeah, it's nice, because obviously Smoke is more of a kind of steel taupey shade, so it's a bit more cool tone, whereas Fireside is a little bit warmer, because it has that kind of bronzy look to it. And actually I'm going to leave, I'm not going to take it up, I don't think, right into my crease there where I took the Smoke shade. I'm going to just leave it, I think, like that, so it's a kind of slight gradient effect there, which is quite cute. I like that. I was going to use the shade Mulberry, but I don't feel like the look needs it, I don't think. I think I quite like it just the way it is, because Mulberry seems to pull a little bit purple toned, if you see that. Yeah, and I want to keep it a little bit more brownish the look, so I don't think I really need that, because that ember shade and leather together kind of makes it a little bit purplish toned. It's all brownish, but like a little hint of purple there. But I feel like if I add in Mulberry, it's going to go like too like burgundy, purpley, and I don't want that for today's look. I really like how it's looking just now. The eyes, I'm going to do a little bit of something on the lower lash line. I probably might regret it, but I think this look needs it. I'm going to take the shade Ember on this Morphe Y21 brush, and I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. No, in fact I'm not. I'm going to stamp it on the outer part of my lower lash line, and the inner part I'm just going to like repeat the same steps on the top, on the bottom. On a huge fluffy brush, this one is the Morphe M441 brush, I'm just going to blend that out slightly. I'm taking the shade Smoke on this little small kind of smoky eye brush from Bobbi Brown, and I'm just applying that into the area on the lower lash line where I've left that space. And then on that same brush, I'm going to take the shade Fireside, just tapping that into there and just applying that right on top of Smoke. Okay, I'm going to do the nude and the waterline. So this is the Anastasia Pro Pencil in base number 1. I'm just going to run this in my waterline because you know me, I'm not really a huge fan on black liner in my waterline just because I feel like it closes off my eyes too much, and I'm also not doing like obviously a black liner on top, so I feel like it won't go with this look. So I'm just going to apply the nude shade. Then I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara because I am going to do some falsies because I feel like that's going to really take this look to another level. So just using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, I'm just going to give a little coat with this. The lashes that I'm using today are from Eyelure. These are the 117 lashes. They're from the Fluttery Light collection. It's the ones I use all the time. They're really, really amazing. I'm just going to take some more mascara and apply this to my lower lashes. Okay, so I don't think the smoke shade in the palette is going to look really well in the inner corner of my eyes because obviously I went for this kind of halo effect. So I'm just going to take like this little highlighting wand here from Sheglam. It's in the shade Ethereal, and I'm just going to kind of highlight the inner corner of my eye here. I also like to take this down the centre of my face as well, just to kind of brighten up that area. And in case you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, I have the NARS Afterglow Sensual Shine lipstick in the shade Breathless. It's a really nice kind of juicy high shine lipstick, and I have MAC Oak like to outline my lips. So that's what I have on my lips today, in case you're wondering. Okay, so this is the completed eye look. I absolutely love it. It is so gorgeous. It is very like dramatic and just beautiful. I love the brownie tones. I love this taupey smoke shade right here. It's so beautiful paired with Fireside. Like these tones together are just so beautiful. It's very different from my first tutorial that I did using like the purple and burgundy shades from the palette for that look. It's a little bit different, which I'm absolutely loving. I think it's perfect for this fall time as well. This is like the first palette that's actually got me really excited for like autumn fall. Like it is just so beautiful. Like I'm really enjoying this. I love the, you know, the quality of the eyeshadows in here. Like the pigmentation is incredible. As you can see, they're very kind of dark eyeshadows and there's like not really any fallout, which is absolutely amazing. And you can see like how well they go on the eyes, how well they blend, and they're very pigmented, which is amazing. So yeah, I love this palette so much. I'm excited to do some more looks with the palette, and I did mention in my last video that I wanted to do like a look using like some more of the greenish shades in the palette, like Twilight, Thorns, Leather. I was going to add a little bit of Ember into that look as well. I was thinking a little bit of Smoke. Could also add in a little bit of Crown actually, because I haven't used this one yet, which is more of the kind of like duochrome shade in the palette. I'm probably going to do that look as well soon, so keep an eye out for that. Really love this palette. I think it is so gorgeous. I will link the palette down below in the description box for you. That is it for today's look. I really hope you like how this look turn out. Subscribe to my channel before you leave. Give the video the thumbs up if you really liked and enjoyed it, and I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye.